Hello guys, I've been sitting rabbiting on here for about half an hour and just realised I hadn't switched the bloody record button on. This is me going live. Hello, my name's Tartan Composer, TC if you like, and I wanted to talk to you about a new video that I've just put up on YouTube. It's called The Secret Life of Tartan Composer, and it reveals different aspects about my musical life and also excerpts from my personal life as well. It's a short video and it does have some bonus material at the end, just as a little thank you for watching it. So if you get over to YouTube, you should find it either in the general video sections or look for Tartan Composer with an orange logo or Tartan Composer with a black and white logo, and it's bound to be in one of those channels as well. Okay, I was talking about how I got into composing. The show reveals quite a lot of secrets from my time in school to my first foray into music and then into my teen years and the later years, etc., with a lot of extra material flung in there as well. Things that people don't know about me because I'm on social media, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube as Tartan Composer, and I'll explain that in a moment. The reason that I chose the acronym Tartan Composer, come on, go, just getting rid of my dog. She wants out, she wants in, then she wants out. The reason that I chose Tartan Composer is because probably, as you've realised with the accent, I am a Scottish guy. I'm a Scottish guy living in Spain on the Costa Blanca, which is absolutely beautiful. Although we're now into the sunny summer season and it's very, very hot. So, but it's great. It's much better than... Come in, excuse me. Get in. Sorry about that little smack in the bum, but she's out and in and out and in and out and in and out and in. She just doesn't know what to do with herself. Right, back to what we were saying. Okay, I live in Spain on the Costa Blanca, and my name is Tartan Composer because I'm Scottish, obviously. And I've created a TikTok channel, that's my main channel, where you can see tons and tons and tons and tons of videos there about my good self. My wife is an artist and she paints every day. In fact, she's in the Galleria at the back of the house because there's huge big glass windows in there and there's lots of light, so that's great for her painting. So she goes in every day, and usually every day I go into Studio B. Studio B as in the insect, not B, as in the letter. And it's basically my studio. And in there, I am surrounded on every side by musical instruments. I have an electronic drum kit, I have a bass guitar, an acoustic guitar, an electric guitar, lots of effects pedals and effects units. I have amplifiers. I have 3 keyboards. I have an electric piano. I have the Roland Phantom X and the Roland Juno DI synth on a rack, one above the other. And those are the keyboards that I use a lot, particularly the Phantom. Now, there are also other instruments. There's tambourines, maracas, a djembe drum, there's bongo drums, there's an accordion, there's an acoustic electric mandolin, there's 2 soprano ukuleles, there's tin whistles and 3 different sized recorders, so there's plenty there to keep me going. I don't know if you remember, did you ever watch the Ray Bradbury Theatre on television? It was all these fantastic stories. I loved it, absolutely loved it to bits. And the beginning intro, if you like, always showed you the writer coming up in an old-fashioned elevator and going into his room, if you like a little studio. And it was stuffed with all these artifacts and items and stuff. And his thing, he would say, with, I never run out of ideas or inspiration because I've got all this stuff that evokes so many memories. So with me, it's a bit like that. I was actually just saying, from the moment I wake in the morning till the time I go to bed, my head is full, and I do mean full, of music. That's all I seem to think about 24 hours a day. Now that's excusing the fact that I have a wife and a doggy, so they play a big part in my life, and I love them both very much, especially my wife. So I take a lot of time for us to do things that we like to do together as a man and wife. But generally, on the other flip side, music is my passion, and it's been my passion since very young, basically. I'll tell you the story of the Phantom X because I was rabbiting on there and then realised, oh crikey, I forgot to press the record button. I hate that. I really hate it. Right, here's the story. Many moons ago, when I was much younger, I was writing songs with Jim Kerr. No, not Simple Minds Jim Kerr, just Simple Jim Kerr. Now that's a bit of a joke, because actually the Jim Kerr I'm talking about, a friend of mine, a very clever guy. He was a financial consultant, so he's no slouch. And he was a good keyboard player and a very good songwriter. So he and I got together and we wrote songs together, and we played in a kind of Celtic folk band together as well. And we played together over the years. So we were writing songs at the time, and he had a marvellous digital audio workstation keyboard, a big Korg Triton. And he said to me, if you get one, we could swap files together. So I said, yeah, great. So I went into Glasgow. I don't live in Glasgow. I live close to it, but not in it. So I jumped in the train, headed into Glasgow, and headed for the nearest music store. Glasgow has lots of big music stores. The one that I went to was Sound Control in Jamaica Street. And Sound Control was like two shops merged together but separated, not just partitioned. They were two separate buildings, but they were all in the one big bit, if you like. And so you had the guitar bit on one side and you had the keyboard bit. So I went into the keyboard bit this day, and I saw a big guy standing over at the keyboards, and I said, hi, are you the Korg rep? And he said, no, he's out to lunch. Can I help you? And through our conversation, I told the guy what I was looking for. I was looking for a machine that would give me all these different instrument sounds, and particularly classical sounds, and it would allow me to record reams and reams and reams of limitless sounds and chain them together and blah blah. So anyway, to cut a long story short, he showed me everything this amazing machine could do, and I instantly fell in love with it. Absolutely. There and then I thought, that's the beastie for me. So ended up buying it, and it was just under $2,000 in Great British pounds at the time. That was a lot of money then. And I also bought 2 extra sound cards to install in it. One was Ethnic World Instruments, which are all these ethnic instruments, and one was Complete Orchestra, because I wanted to write a lot of classical pieces. And it was an absolutely amazing tool. I'm still using it today, and thank God it's still going well. And the sounds in it are incredible, especially if you've got somebody at the other end who is good at audio engineering and has a good setup. Well, in my case, I would say I'm an average engineer, because I'm more melody and instrument / note driven than frequencies and all that stuff that audio engineers look for. But I do have a Tascam DP32, which gives you 32 digital tracks. You've got 8 tracks that you can double up to 16 and double again to 32 stereo tracks, or you can make them all mono. So that's why I record from the Phantom into the Tascam Porta Studio with the 32 tracks. And I also have loads of instruments around as well. I've got 3 keyboards. I also have a Roland DI synth, and it's on the double keyboard stand just above the Phantom X. And then I have another electric piano. I have an electronic drum kit. I have a bass guitar, a Dan Electro 59 new old stock, tangerine orange, beautiful machine. I have lots of effects pedals and effects units. I have a bag of tin whistles, and I have 3 different sized recorders. I have an acoustic electric mandolin and 2 soprano ukes, and I have an accordion and a djembe, bongos, maracas, cowbell, and what's missing, tambourine. So, I mean, with that lot, you have plenty there for certain styles. You don't particularly need them for classical, but if you're playing rock or pop or country or whatever it might be, or you're playing Latin American type rhythms, then they come in handy. Bonnie, go lie down. Go on, lie down. This dog's driving me bananas because it's too hot in the house today, and she's in here and then in the bedroom under the bed, then she's in here under the bed. Oh man, my head's spinning. So, my main channel, if you're interested in following me. Oh, by the way, if you like this podcast, please get back to me. I'll give you my email, and feel free to write to me. Just don't ask for money or anything odd. But if it's music related, then feel free to get in touch. I'm a very gregarious and sociable man. You can email me at tartancomposer@yahoo.com. That's my email, tartancomposer@yahoo.com. Or you can go on to TikTok. That's my main social media channel. You'll see all my stuff there. You can drop me a line there. But I'm also on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and YouTube. So you can get me on any of those. Or if you want to drop me a line at my website, I'm not on the website a lot, although it's my own website. It is www.tartancomposer.net. So, I hope you enjoyed this little insight. That's all I'm doing for the day. Thank you very much for listening, and I'll be back on soon. Bye.